Hi friends, welcome back. In this video I'm sharing little moments in 3 different days that really filled me up. First, a visit to a farm in Courtney where I slowed down and soaked in the beauty of the land. Then back home I planted carrots, such a simple thing, but it felt grounding and joyful. And finally, I spent a day on Quadra Island, walking by the water and gathering inspiration from the wind, the sun, and the sounds of the birds. For me, walking, gardening, and spending time outdoors are all part of how I recharge and stay inspired in my art practice. I'm so glad to bring you along. Look at this. Some activities for people, families, dance group, I think. It's all very relaxing. So, these are gorgeous, by the way. Really nice pattern creation. It's beautiful. Nice and warm weather. Just picking up a few inspirations so that I can guide this class into creating something fun. This is going to be definitely people who have no experience, so it will be interesting. Look at this lush, wild vegetation and the blue skies. Interesting. These guys we have in all the different stages over here. This one even has like a little splash of red, which is beautiful. And this little sort of like cocoon. Big tall grasses. Just lovely. Lovely. It's all different sorts of little spots where people can just hang out. Highly recommend coming here with a purpose. Maybe sharing with family. Sharing some time with your very own self, which nowadays is very needed. And bring a sketchbook, why not? Some watercolors. Well, these beautiful ladies that are just walking over here, they're in my class and they're fascinated by that tree and the colors, and I think they're onto something because it's so fluorescent. Look at these gigantic sunflowers. It's so peaceful, so peaceful. I am so happy that I found this place. I'm just gonna let you enjoy peace and quiet. right now I'm wearing my flip-flops, but I'm gonna go barefoot because this just calls for being barefoot. Very grounding. Oh. Some tomatoes. Wow. These are so big. I am speechless, and I want you to hear nature. It's supposed to be like a swamp / pond, but I can't find it. Oh, nice. Ah, another butterfly. I'm just gonna take a seat in the shade on these nice garden chairs. So I came with my overall, which you'll know from my previous video, and because it's nice, it's comfortable, it's very loose, I can paint on it and it doesn't matter because that's my painting overall. And I felt really like I fit in this environment, with the overall and the crocheted bag, just really fitting in. Well, sometimes in between creative moments, I also have to connect and thin my carrots. Carrot seedlings. I planted carrots a little while back, and here they are. And now I have to thin them up. And that is also therapeutic, because first of all you're contacted with earth, and I love touching the earth with my bare fingers, but also because I can just be so gentle with them, and it distracts me quite a bit. Look at this one, pretty cool. This is my first time planting carrots, so we'll see how it goes. How goes it? It could be this little baby carrot. Yeah, some unwanted weeds, but also some beautiful baby carrots. There they are. Baby carrots. My veggie garden. Oh, my edible garden. This one's probably too little. Oh, nice little babies. Okay, that goes for these guys. Let's see if now I can just plant them nicely. No, I don't know the official distance that these need to be planted at, but we'll do that, and we'll see if it works. Cute little babies. There you are. So this is kind of like plant for inspiration. It's a detour in my walking for inspiration, but as in my previous video, you know, garden and backyard is usually quite there you go, baby. There you go. You have to talk to him too, right? Zucchini, in here. Look how big it's become, and then more carrots to thin. Here I am again with the carrots, and the tomato plant is acting as a tripod right now. I'm thinning some more carrots. This is day number 2 of carrot thinning, and I just thought it was kind of funny that that I'm right here. Anyways, I have a lot of carrots to thin, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to actually plant them all, but well, we'll figure it out, right, as we go. We'll find the healthiest ones, and we'll go with that. So what shall I talk about today? Today again is not a walking for inspiration, but rather a gardening for inspiration. And I just wanted to share with you that so this week I had the podcast interview, and it was so nice. It was so relaxing. I felt right at home, and it was such a great experience. So I'm really excited about that, and also the fact that it triggered some connections, or rekindling friendships and acquaintances from all the way from Argentina, from high school, believe it or not. Some really nice comments from my classmates, and also some of them reached out, and wow, look, this is really healthy one. She's going right back in. So that was really nice to reconnect and to see what drives us all, what makes us all who we are. So yeah, that was something else, eh? So yeah, that's what I'm doing. And the zucchinis here are doing really well. Can't wait for them to come out. Checking on my carrots from the last time. Some of them are doing great, some of them not so much, so it's okay. Alright, so let's see. What I'm gonna do is the ones that are more established, I'm just gonna leave them and then move some other ones. Again, I'm no expert. I'm really no expert, but here we are, going back to the roots, and it's nice and rewarding, and some people don't like to get messy. Putting your hands in dirt, it is so healing. Healing would be the word. It's very healing, very healing. So I love putting my hands in dirt. It's just almost as good as, well, actually not almost as good as getting my hands dirty with paint. And you know, I wear gloves now when I paint, because you know, I'm using acrylic medium to glue the sticks of paper, the paper on the canvas and on the surface. So I have to wear gloves, because otherwise, just, you know, it's a mess to get it off my fingers when I'm done with my session. So but if I'm painting with just the paint, I'm painting instead of collaging. Oh, I love to have my hands, my fingertips in the paint. That feeling, oh. So putting my hands in the dirt, it's pretty much the same, I'd say. So if you have a garden, here's another really nice one. If you have a garden, go out there and, you know, go out there and play with the dirt, go plant something. And that's very healing, same as being outside and same as walking. Rebecca Spitz on Quadra Island. This is one of those places that always reminds me how powerful it is just to move your feet, to be outside and to really notice what's around you. For me, walking is one of my biggest sources of inspiration for my art. Every step I take out here becomes part of the language I use later in my studio. When I walk, I'm collecting sights, sounds, textures, even moods. I notice how the sun warms the sand, how the wind rushes through the trees, the way driftwood piles itself in sculptural forms. And yes, I bring all of this home with me, in memory in sketchbooks, in short clips of video that I later share with you. And then I'm cutting and layering paper for a collage or working on canvas. These moments, they all show up again and again. They guide my hand. They become fragments of a bigger landscape and a bigger story. All the footage I collect is like an archive of inspiration. Some people might look at these like little clips and think, well, that's just water, or that's just a walk, or oh my gosh, he's going on and on and on. But for me, these are my raw materials, and I just want to share with you. When I see the light shifting across the water, I think about how I might layer colors in a collage. When I film shadows moving through trees, the shape of the trees, the rhythm of the water, the movement, how it all flows, it's all a reminder that art doesn't always start in the studio. Yes, it starts here, in the wind, in the sound of the waves, in the crunch of shells underfoot. Walking, like I always say, keeps me grounded. Life can feel rushed and overwhelming, and when I walk, especially in a place like this, I come back to myself. There's something so healing about simply being with the land, letting the sun, or not the sun in this case, touch your skin, hearing birdsong, feeling the heat rise off the rocks. It reminds us that we are part of something bigger. The creativity doesn't have to be forced, and it naturally comes when you give yourself space to breathe. And I want to encourage you to do the same. Get out, move your feet. It doesn't have to be far or dramatic, just a walk down your street, a path through a nearby park, or if you're lucky, a shoreline like this. Notice the little things, the sound of your steps, the play of light through branches, the way the air feels today. These details are the nourishment. Whether or not you're an artist, they feed you. All these little things, they remind you to be present. So that's my walk at Rebecca's Spit today. A place of inspiration, of connection. A place where the ordinary becomes extraordinary if you just take the time to look. And if you're curious how these walks translate into my collages and paintings, you can always check out more of my work. I love sharing how these pieces of land and water weave their way onto my canvases.
actually so nice.
Thanks so much for spending the day with me at the farm, in the garden, and out walking on Quadra. These little moments remind me how much inspiration is waiting for us when we just slow down and step outside. If you enjoyed this, make sure you check out the other videos in my Walking for Inspiration series, and I'll see you on the next walk.